Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
पुरुषं तमहं भजामि वेणुं कनन्दमरविन्ददलाय दाक्षं बरहावतं समसितं बुधसुन्दराङ्गं कन्दर्पकोटिकमनीयविशेषशोभं गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि आलोलचन्द्रिकलसद्वनमसि रत्नां गदं प्रणयकेलिकलाविलासं श्यामं त्रिभङ्गं ललितं नियतप्रकाशं गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं भजामि अङ्गानि यच्च सकलेन्द्रियविर्तिमन्ति पश्यन्ति पान्ति कलयन्ति चिरं जगन्ति आनन्दचिन्मय सद्उज्ज्वलविग्रहस्य गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि अद्वैतमच्युतमनादिमनन्दरूपम् आद्यं पुराणपुरुषनवयोनवं च वेदेषु दुर्लभमदुर्लभमात्मभक्तो गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि पन्तस्तुकोटिशतवत्सरमन्यो वायोरतोऽपि मनसो मुनिपुङ्गवानां सोपयस्ति यत्प्रपादचिह्ने अविचिन्त्यतत्त्वे गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि एकोपयसुरचायितं जगदण्डकोटिं यच्चक्षुरस्ति जगदण्डचयाय दन्त अन्धान्धरस्थपरमाणुचयान्धरस्थं गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि यद्भावभावितमनुजास्तथैव सम्प्राप्य रूपमहिमासनयानभूषः सुक्तिर्यमीव निगमै पृथ्वैस्तुवन्ति गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं भजामि आनन्दचिन्मय रसप्रतिभाविभावि ताभिर्भयेव निजरूपतया कलाभिर्गोलोक इव निवस्त्याखिलात्मभूत गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि प्रमाञ्जनचुरितभक्तिविलोचनेन सन्दुःसदैव हृदयेष्विलोकयन्ति यं श्यामसुन्दरमचिन्त्यगुणस्वरूपं गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि रामादिमूर्तितकलनियमेन तिष्ठां नानावतारमकरोद् भुवनेषु किन्तु कृष्णस्वयं सभवत्परमपुमान् वो गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि यच्च प्रभा जगदण्डकोटिकोटिशेषु विभूतिभिन्नं तद्ब्रह्म निष्कलमनन्तमशेषभूतं गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि माया यश्च जगदण्डशतानि सूते त्रैगुण्यसद्विषय वेदविधेयमानां सत्तवलम्बि परसत्तं विशुद्धसत्त्वं गोविन्दमादिपुरुषम् आनन्दचिन्मय रसात्मतया मनसु ये प्रणिनां प्रणिफलं सुमर्तम् उपेते लीलाय येन भुवनानि जयत्यजेश्वरं गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि गोलोकनां निजजां नितलेश तेष देवी महेश हरितामसुतेषु ते प्रभावो नीते वीताशयेन गोविंद पुरुषं तमहं भजामि। सृष्टि प्रलय साधन शक्ति एका चायेव यस्य भुवनान् विवर्ति दुर्गा इच्छानुरूपम् अपि यस्य सशिष्टते सा गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि। स्थिरं यादधि विकार विषय योगट संजयते नहि तथा पृथगस्ति येतो ये सम्भूतमपि तथा समित्पैति कार्यात् गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि। दीपाचीवसि दशान्तरमपि तेत्या दीपायते विवृत्त हेतु समान धर्म ये तद्र इव ये च विष्णुतया विभाति गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि। ये कारणान्वय भजति स्म योगा नित्यम् अनन्दं जगदण्डसुरोमकूपा आधार शक्तिम् अवलम्ब्य स्वमूर्तिं गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं अहं भजामि। यस्य शेखनिःश्वसितकालमतवलम्ब्य जीवन्ति लोमविलज जगदण्डनाथ विष्णुर्महास ईश यस्य कलाविशेष गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि। भास्वान्यते स्म सकलेषु निजेषु तेषु स्वयं क्यट्प्रकटि अपि तद्वाद्येत्र ब्रह्मय्ये च जगदण्डविधानकर्ता गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि। यत्पादपल्लवयुगं विनिधाय कुम्भ द्वन्द्वि प्रणाम समयेश गणाधिराजा विज्ञानविहन्तमालमस्य जगत्त्रयस्य गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि। अग्निर्मही गगनमम्बुमरुद्दिशाश्च कालात् तथा स्वमनसित जगत्त्रयानि यस्मात् भवन्ति विभवन्ति विसन्त्यं च गोविन्दपुरुषं तमहं भजामि। अक्षरीश सपित सकलग्रहाणां राजा समस्तसूरमूर्तिरशेष तेज यस्याङ्ग ब्रह्मादि संप्रथ कालचक्रो गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि। धर्मोत्पापनिचय सुरतयास्तपांसि ब्रह्मादिकीटपतकविधयश्च जीवा यद्दत्र मातृविभो प्रकटविभावो गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि। अस्तेन्द्रगोपमतवेन्द्रमवोसकं बन्धानि रूपफलभाजनम् आतनोति कर्माणि निर्दहति किन्तु च भक्तिभाजं गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि। यं क्रोधकामसे प्रणयादिभिः वात्सल्यमोह गुरुगौरसेव्य भावै सञ्चिन्य तस्य सदृशीं तनुमार्पिरेते गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि। श्रियकान्ता कान्ता परमपुरुषकल्पतरवो द्रुमा भूमि चिन्तामणि गणमोयतमृतं कथागानं नाट्यं गगनमपि वंशि प्रियसखी सिदानन्दं परमपि सदाशिवमपि च स यत्र सुरभि सुरवती सुरभियाशु महान् निमिषेर्धार्योकानाव्रज न हि यत्र प्रतिसमय भजे स्वदीपं तं योगोलोक इति यं विदन्दस्य सन्तचितिर्लचारा कटिपे ईश्वर परम कृष्ण सच्चिदानंद विग्रह अनादिरादिर्गोविंद सर्वकारण कारणम। ब्रह्म संहिता की जय। महाराज will give lecture. You have next big man?
Krishnapadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namane Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pacharine Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Paschati Dasatarini. So we promised that this morning we would talk about the 10 offenses. We didn't really discuss them in detail in the Japa retreat. So we did mention that the offense of distraction is the cause of all other offenses because we are ignoring Krishna by being distracted to something else, even though we're chanting His name. But we will go over the offenses. You have them there? First offense is we can all read together, to blaspheme the devotees who have dedicated their lives for the propagation of the Lord. So this is explained that the devotee is in Krishna's heart. So if you blaspheme a devotee, then you are hurting Krishna's heart. And the holy name is Krishna, so the holy name is offended when we offend devotees. And offense in Sanskrit is aparadha. And aparadha means to distance oneself from worship, or to, you could even say, to destroy the ability to worship. And in the life of a devotee, they want mercy. They want mercy from the Vaishnavas, they want mercy from the holy name, they want mercy from the deity, they want mercy from the Dham. We want mercy, we depend on mercy, that's how we advance. Aparad is the exact opposite of mercy. Mercy uplifts us, aparad destroys us. So, next time, don't do this during the lecture. Because when anybody moves during a lecture, everybody focuses on what's moving. Hare Krishna. We usually do it afterwards, at the end. You have to put a name on each one of these, which disciple it is and which marriage it is. Little tag here. So, interesting, it's very interesting, Bhaktivinoda Thakur explains what blasphemy means. We normally take this as criticism, but criticism and blasphemy are a little different. I'm not saying that it's okay to criticize, but blasphemy or vilifying a devotee is to make up something about a devotee in order to defame them, degrade them in the public eye, to diminish their position. So it's quite a vicious attack. If criticism were an offense to the holy name, we'd probably all not be here because we tend to criticize. Jiva Goswami says, at least don't say it. If it's in the mind, don't say it, because that empowers it and that hurts the person. But it's important to understand that criticism has its origin in pride, and appreciation has its origin in humility. And of course we know, Mahaprabhu says in the third verse, we have to be humble. We should chant in a humble state of mind. So anytime we feel impelled to criticize, we should understand the problem is not with the person we're criticizing. The problem is with me because of my need to see their fault rather than to appreciate them. And so we want to cultivate that. So it's interesting because basically what this is saying is we have to cultivate a good relationship with the devotees to have a good relationship with the holy name. I have personal experience of that, both in the positive and the negative. And sometimes, despite our attempts to chant, we're not able to focus, we're not able to chant well. Sometimes it may be due to the fact that we have had difficulty in the relationship with the devotee, or we have been criticizing, or worse, blaspheming, and it's affecting our ability to chant. So, Krishna really likes it when you serve the Vaishnavas. And Prabhupada said, the more you are a servant of the servant of the servant of the servant, the sweeter bhakti gets. We're thinking the more I am served, the sweeter it gets. But the more we're removed as a servant, the sweeter it gets. Isn't that nice to remember? Yeah. So, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta said, our aspiration is to be a piece of dust at the feet of the Goswamis, dust at the feet of Rupa Goswami, Raghunath Das Goswami. So that's our goal, not significance. Significance is what makes us criticize. And when we criticize, it puts us in a superior position. I am better than you. And a Vaishnava always wants to be in the lower position, that I am your servant. That's the bhava, or that's the mentality of a Vaishnava. I'm your servant. So if we cultivate that mentality, then there'll be no obstacle to chanting. Well, there can be other obstacles, but this particular fault of ours will therefore not create an obstacle, which it can. Number 2, we can read together, to consider the names of demigods like Shiva or Brahma equal to or independent of the name of Vishnu. So, this is interesting. Shiva in the form of a demigod, or any demigod, they cannot give liberation, and they are not transcendentally situated. Krishna, Namastintamani Krishna's Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha, Krishna is his name, and Krishna can give you liberation. But, one could argue, but a pure devotee can give you liberation, and chanting the name of a pure devotee is even better than chanting the name of Krishna. As Prabhupada said that. So, maybe we should chant 16 rounds of Jai Prabhupada, Jai Prabhupada. What do you think? Prabhupada was asked, why don't we chant Panchatattva mantra? That is, you cannot commit offense when you chant that. He said, because Mahaprabhu has given the Maha mantra, he's asked us to chant, so we don't speculate. But it's true, chanting the name of a devotee is very powerful. But this particular offense means that you think the devotee is equal to Krishna, and that their name is equally transcendentally beneficial. The holy name, especially in Kali Yuga, is empowered to give prema. It's called the prema nam. But this is specifically, of course, meant for people who don't understand Krishna's position, which is not really a problem in our movement. Number 3, to disobey the orders of the spiritual master. I think this is obvious. And in any way to minimize the position of the spiritual master. Yesterday, 2 days ago, we were on a walk, and there were little plums in the tree. And I said to Debija, if these were poisonous and I told you to eat them, would you eat them? And she said yes, and I said no. There are times when you can disobey the order of the spiritual master. If the spiritual master tells you to do something that's going to kill you, or something sinful or immoral, of course, he's not going to do that, but in some rare case, it may happen, or due to his ignorance, he may say something. So there are some exceptions. But obviously we know, if we minimize the position of the spiritual master is dear to Krishna, and that also hurts Krishna. Krishna is his name, that offends the holy name. Number 4, to blaspheme the Vedic literature, or literatures in pursuance of the Vedic version. You know, it's very interesting that sometimes when you read something and you're not clear what it means, you kind of try to figure out, what does that mean? Does that mean I shouldn't, criticize the Bible, the Quran, and so forth? Well, Bhaktivinoda Thakur explained it, and it's quite interesting. He said, he wasn't talking about the Bible or the Quran, but he said all Vedic literature, the ultimate goal of the Vedic literature, all Vedic literature glorify the holy name. So if I criticize any Vedic literature, or in pursuance of the Vedas, that would mean the Puranas and others. You could extend that to Bible, Quran. I don't think he meant that. But any literature, every Vedic literature or supplementary Vedic literature, its ultimate goal is to glorify the holy name. So if I blaspheme it, I'm blaspheming the holy name. Isn't that interesting? Hare Krishna. Okay, number 5. To consider the glories of chanting Hare Krishna to be imagination. That means that when you read something in Shastra which glorifies the holy name, and you think, the holy name can't be that powerful. The holy name is so effective it can deliver the most fallen person, and you think, yeah, maybe, but not me. I'm beyond the category of fall, and it can't touch me. that would be an offense to the holy name. Param Vijayate Sri Krishna Sankirtan. The holy name is glorious, it's victorious. Can make anyone victorious over Maya. And Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur said that if we know it's an offense, part of the 10th offense, to not have complete faith. 10th offense, sometimes the offenses are not listed exactly as they're listed here, but one of the offenses is to not have faith. And if I think that the glories of the holy name, as expressed in Shastra, are an exaggeration, that's a lack of faith. But perhaps more importantly, as we discussed yesterday, that if I don't chant properly, then I'm only getting a reflection or a dim reflection of the holy name. And it's possible I won't have complete faith in the holy name because I'm not completely experiencing it. Right? Or like if I give you something, I say, this is really good, it'll cure the sore on your skin. And you just put it on, but you don't read the instructions, and it doesn't cure it. You say, I don't have faith in this, it doesn't work. I said, well, did you wash with hot water and then leave it wet and then put it on? And no, I didn't. Oh, well, that's why. So if we don't take the holy name properly, we don't get the full benefit of it, or maybe very little or sometimes no benefit, and we can lose faith. So it's actually dangerous to not chant well, because it can undermine your faith in the holy name. So, like we're going to chant this mantra, Om Apavitra, Pavitra Va. That means whoever you are, wherever you've been, whatever you've done, the holy name can purify you. It's not that anyone is so low that the holy name cannot purify them. Correct? Correct? Yeah. Okay. To give some mundane interpretation on the name of the Lord, that would... Bhaktisiddhanta said that one of the offenses in chanting is to chant the holy name to get something material, for some material benefit. And this especially would mean that to in any way equate the holy name with anything material. So both of those are offenses. It's completely transcendental. It has nothing to do with this world. It may be true that if you chant the holy name, there could be material byproducts, but it doesn't. That's not why we chant it, and it's not the nature of the holy name is not material. It's always transcendental, because it's Krishna who is transcendental. Number 7, to commit sinful activities on the strength of chanting the holy name. This offense is interesting. What it means is that I know that if I chant the holy name, I will be free from sins, so therefore I think it doesn't matter if I commit sin. That's a very Christian idea. At least some denominations of Christianity. Not that they think it's a good idea to commit sin, but if you do, you come and confess. Confession is good, but not that you commit sin, confess every week. That's not good. So Srila Prabhupada said, this sin is very interesting. This sin is worse than the sin you would commit that you're trying to become free from the reactions of. So if I go out tonight and I do something sinful and I think, well, I'll come to Mangalarti tomorrow and I'll chant in Kirtan and I'll be free from sin. Prabhupada said, that act of coming to Mangalarti to free yourself from sin is worse than the sin you committed. Interesting, isn't it? So, in our scriptures, there is a distinction between accidental fall down and premeditated fall down. Accidental fall downs are forgiven. Premeditated fall down is a different category. Apichet suduracharo. If by chance one falls down, he should not be considered wretched, or he's not a sadhu. There's some exceptions here. That's another topic. But the general idea, premeditated fall down, that is very bad. And that's what this is talking about. Yes. Okay. Number 8, to consider the chanting of Hare Krishna as one of the auspicious ritualistic activities offered in the Vedas as furtive activities, karma kanda. The chanting of Hare Krishna is not meant for elevation, for upgrading your karma. It's meant for destroying it. It's meant for awakening love of Krishna, not for improving your material position. Your material position might improve, but that's not the reason we chant. There's a story in the Bible. Jesus said, "Everyone take a stone, we're going, come with me." And so they got to the place they were going, they sat down, and Jesus turned all the stones into bread. And Peter, he only brought a little stone. Because when Jesus said bring a stone, he didn't say what size. So they had some bread, and then Jesus said, "Now we're going to another place, bring another stone." And then Peter said, "Got a boulder." So, okay, we'll have a good dinner. They got to the next place, and then Jesus said, "Throw the stone in the ocean, in the river." And Peter, quite upset. What's going on? And, I thought you were going to turn this into a meal. And Jesus said, "You're supposed to bring the stone for me, not for you. You brought the stone for yourself. I asked you to bring a stone for me." So, we don't chant Hare Krishna for ourselves. And I was thinking this morning, what's really interesting about pride, because if we do something to attract attention to ourselves, then we're doing it for ourselves. We're not doing it for Krishna. Because, okay, I'm going to do this, and you're all going to think I'm great. So I'm doing it for me. So that's not, the holy name is not meant for that. Don't use it for that. And number 9, to instruct a faithless person about the glories of the holy name. To instruct a person in intimate aspects of the Leela that they cannot understand, it will have a bad effect. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur also said, this is a sin of initiating someone who's not qualified. So if you don't think you're qualified, you can leave now. And we can have breakfast early. So he said, if a guru initiates an unqualified disciple, both the guru and disciple go to hell. So, are you qualified? Okay, we can continue. Number 10, to not have complete faith in the chanting of the name and to maintain material attachments even after understanding so many instructions. And it's also an offense to be inattentive. So, we talk about not having faith in chanting. So, the faith is that if I continue chanting without trying to avoid the offenses, I will develop love of Krishna. And Prabhupada said, you go back to Godhead. That's a big one. Most devotees have trouble with this one. Prabhupada said, 16 rounds, 4 principles, go back to Godhead in this lifetime. Even when Prabhupada told it directly to his disciples, they didn't believe it, and they kept asking, is that it, Prabhupada? Isn't there anything else? So Prabhupada has promised us, if we chant without offense, that's the fine print, without offense. Not just chanting. That's not going to do it. So, and then material attachments. It's explained in this offense. Material attachments means thinking. Sometimes it's described to think I and mine. Or basically, sometimes it's described as to think I am the body. So, I'm chanting Hare Krishna. I think I'm the body. If I think I'm the body, then I'm materially attached. I'm attached to so many things. And as we discussed yesterday, if I'm chanting Hare Krishna and I'm becoming more materially attached over the years, there's something wrong there. Naturally, you will become detached. But anyway, to push it along, we want to simplify our lives. Not be overly attached to anything material, because that could be a problem. Naturally, we're attached. That's normal. But overly attached becomes an impediment. And also offense to be inattentive. Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, that really means you're being attentive to your material desires. And he also said it means being lazy, apathetic, and lethargic when you chant, which basically means not giving your full energy and attention. As Bhaktisiddhanta said, chanting without offense means making the effort to avoid the offense. So when you chant, you have to make an effort. Right? Yes. That's really important. Okay. Hare Krishna. Thank you. You want me to give her name?
Yeah.
Oh, you want a name? Oh, okay. So why don't you pay obeisance to Prabhupada and then pay to Maharaj and then myself and then... No, it's okay. Prabhupada. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So, I travel a lot and sometimes I see devotees from Toronto. Every time I see a devotee from Toronto, they say, "Oh, you have a disciple there." She's very nice. She's very humble. She's very this and that. Everyone praises her. So, here it is. This is your big day. The day she's been waiting for unlimited numbers of lifetimes. Okay, so tell me what you're going to do. Or what you're not going to do also. And how many rounds?
I also vow to have 16 good rounds, at least, daily.
Very good. So, I was looking for a name that meant divine seed, but the only name for divine seed was Prema Ankur, and I wanted to give a name that started with the D. But that's a nice name also. But there was no Prema Bija or Debija. But then I thought, well, who wants to get a name that sounds exactly like their other name? So then, by accident, I don't know what I was looking at. It came up on my computer of about 50, 60 names of Grihastha disciples that were disciples of Bhaktisiddhanta. I was like, wow, where did this come? I was looking at, I have some database of like everything every Vaishnava ever said or wrote, and then just showed up when I guess I was looking for, I guess I was looking under the word Devi, because you could just be called Devi, but if you're from Bengal, it's Devi. But that sounds too much like. Anyway. So, and then I looked for a paper to write your name on, and I couldn't find anything other than this paper that someone gave me, which I think is good for you. This is from Bhagavad Gita 9:18. Since Krishna is the source of our generation, or the Supreme Father, no one can be a better friend than Krishna, nor can anyone be a better well-wisher. So that your name's on the back of this. So you have both. You can always remember that Krishna is your well-wisher and friend. So, you have a name of Radharani. I like Radharani. You like Radharani? Hare Krishna. Your name is Dayamai Radha Devi Dasi.
Dayamai Radha Devi Dasi ki jai. 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 Yeah.
So, Daya means compassion, mercy, and Mai means absorbed. So Radharani is, you could say the personification or the manifestation, or is just absorbed or full. Mai means full of, actually. Full of, one who's full of compassion. So of course Radharani is the most compassionate. So I thought I would add Radha to that name, because that's who it's describing. And then if I give her the name Dayamayi, then you all call her Daya. If I give her the name Dayamayi Radha, you will all call her Dayamayi. Because you might call her Dayamayi Radha, but you'll probably call her Dayamayi, but if it's just Dayamayi, it's big Daya, right? So that ensures at least you get that name. Thank you very much.
Maharaj.
Hare Krishna.
We'll now take the Sankalpa. So, you have the water here? Yeah, take Sankalpa. So you have to tell your name. Om Tat Sat Sri Govinda Govinda Asyam Subhasitu Achyuta Gotra Dharmadat. Your name. Yeah, see. Sri Krishna Prityartam Vaishnava Samskara Karma Krishyami. Put the water down. Now we do Agni Puja. Om Kriya Vidyam Agnim Prahinomi Duram Yama Ajyam Gacchatu Vipra Vaha. Om Sanatmara Avatu Kamdya Daishtisamampati Deva Helnat Devasi Varya Purusar Sanantat Kurma Hari Mam Nirad Asat. Om Prajapati Vishnu Rishi Bhrati Chanda Sri Vishnu Devata Agni Stapane Viyoga Om Bhur Bhur Swaha. Dipashu Vachidasantram Apitetiya Dipayute Divitehe Kusmana Dharma Siddhadrayi Vaicha Vishtuteya Vibhadi Govindam Adipurusam Tamaham Bhajami. Krishna Krishna Om Bhur Swaha Idam Vaishnave Idam Namama. Maharaj, you can put it in there. Om Bhur Swaha Idam Achyutaya Idam Namama. Om Swaha Swaha Idam Narayana Idam Namama. Om Bhur Bhur Swaha Swaha Idam Anantaya Idam Namama. Om Ajnana Timirindasya Jnanangana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Idam Gaura Idam Namama. Sri Chaitanya Manobhishitam Istapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Katamahayam Dadadi Swa Padandikam Idam Rupaya Swaha Idam Namama. Vande Ham Sri Guru Sri Utapata Kamalam Sri Gurum Vaishnavam Cha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathan Vidam Tam Sajivam कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्री राधा कृष्ण पाथ सगन ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांचा इदं गौरवाय स्वाहा इदं नमः नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण प्रस्थाय भूतले श्रीमती नौ गुरु इदं नमे इदं दीक्ष गौरव स्वाहा इदं नमः नमो ओम विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण प्रस्थाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे इदं प्रभुपादाय स्वाहा इदं नमः नमो ओम विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण प्रस्थाय भूतले श्रीमती भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती नामिने श्री वर्ष भानव देवी देव्याति कृपदया कृष्ण संबंधे विज्ञान दैने प्रभुवे नमः माधुर्य ज्वाल प्रमाद्य श्री रूपनुग भक्तिद्व श्री गौर करुण शक्ति विग्रधाय नमस्तुते नमस्ते गौरवाणी श्री मूर्ते दीनधारिणे रूपनुग विरुद्धा प्रतिसाद धाविंत्री हैर्ने इदं भक्ति सिद्धांतये स्वाहा इदं मम नमो गौर किशोराय साक्षात् वैराग्य मूर्तिये विप्रलंब रसं बोधे पादांबुज ते नमः इदं गौर किशोराय स्वाहा इदं नमः नमे भक्ति विनोदाय सच्चिदानंद नायिने गौर शक्ति स्वरूपाय रूपनुग वरायते इदं भक्ति विनोदाय स्वाहा इदं नमः गौर वीर भूमि त्वं निर्देश तज्ञान प्रिये वैष्णवे सर्वभामो श्री जगन्नाथाय ते नमः श्री इदं जगन्नाथाय स्वाहा इदं नमः पंचकल्प तरुभयच कृपा सिन्धुभैव च पतितानां पावने भयो वैष्णवे भवो नमो नमः इदं वैष्णवे भयो स्वाहा इदं नमः नमो महावादान्य कृष्ण परम प्रदायते कृष्ण कृष्ण चैतन्य नामने गौरे तिस्वे नमः इदं गौरंग देवाय स्वाहा इदं नमः पंचतत्माकं कृष्णं भक्तिं रूप स्वपर्कं भक्तावतारं भक्तावयं नामिमे भक्त शक्तिकम् इदं पंचतत्वस्व इदं नमः हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीन बंधु जगत्पते गोपेशे गोपिका कांता राधा कांता नमस्तुते इदं कृष्णाय स्वाहा इदं नमः जयते सुरत पंगार मम मंद मेतुर्गति मत् सर्वस पादां भोज राधा मदन मोहन इदं संबंध अभिधेय स्वाहा इदं नमः दिव्याद वृंदनाय कल्प ध्रुमदाद श्रीमद रत्नांगर श्रीमासनेस्व श्रीमद राधा श्रील गोविंद द्वाह पृष्टिभाव सेव्यामान स्मरण इदम अभिधेय स्वाहा इदम नमः श्रीमान रास रासांबि वंशीवत ततस्थिति कर्षन् वेणुस्वनुर् गोपी गोपीनाथाय श्रियेत्म इदं प्रयोजनायदाय स्वाहा इदं नमः तप्त कांचन गौरंगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी ऋषभानुसुदेवी प्रणामी हरिप्रिये इदं राधाय स्वाहा इदं नमः श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधार श्रीवास आदि गौर भक्त वृंदा ओम हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे स्वाहा we do 11 times ओम हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे स्वाहा ओम हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे स्वाहा ओम हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे स्वाहा ओम हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे स्वाहा Om Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Swaha. Om Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Swaha. Om Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Swaha. Om Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Swaha. Om Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Swaha. Om Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Swaha. We'll do Purnati now.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada Srila Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Srila Prabhupada ki Gaur Premanande